China says its dispute with Google shouldn't affect ties with the United States. The search engine is threatening to abandon operations in China over censorship and a recent cyber attack. The US government has said it's going to lodge a formal complaint with Beijing over the attack. The US Secretary of State is making internet freedom a top priority, and today she issued a direct challenge to China. Errol Barnett joins me now with the battle on Google in Beijing.
That's right. And you know what? Secretary Clinton really needed to address this issue because it's quickly gone from a commercial dispute to a very large political one. On one side, you've got Human Rights Watch and others who've been criticizing the US government for not being firm enough against China's internet censorship, not only of Google, but in general. Meanwhile, a paper many consider to be the Chinese government's mouthpiece, the Global Times, they ran an editorial Wednesday under the headline, "The World Doesn't Welcome the White House's Google." Here's an excerpt. "Whenever the US government demands it, Google can easily become a convenient tool for promoting the US government's political will and values abroad." In her speech today, Secretary Clinton addressed China specifically.
The internet has already been a source of tremendous progress in China, and it is fabulous. There are so many people in China now online. But countries that restrict free access to information or violate the basic rights of internet users risk walling themselves off from the progress of the next century.
Notice the term walling themselves off there. Earlier in the speech, she equated the Berlin Wall with the virtual wall many countries are erecting online, Michael. She also said the US is looking for their Beijing counterparts to conduct a thorough investigation, make it transparent into why Google filed this complaint, and to share those results.
Well, in reality, how much is the US expecting China to play ball, cooperate?
Well, they're not so sure. This is new territory. In fact, Clinton's speech was a way of gradually increasing, ratcheting up international pressure, and it was a very wide-ranging half-hour address underscoring the benefits of internet freedom. She used protests in Iran and Moldova as an example. Clinton also highlighted the benefits of open technology for farmers in Kenya and India, while singling out not only China but Vietnam, Saudi Arabia and North Korea for their web censorship. In fact, Clinton gave her most critical comments when speaking of cyber attacks.
Those who disrupt the free flow of information in our society or any other pose a threat to our economy, our government, and our civil society. Countries or individuals that engage in cyber attacks should face consequences and international condemnation. In an internet-connected world, an attack on one nation's networks can be an attack on all.
Pretty bold statement there. Next, Clinton says the US government will be working with NGOs, academics and corporations to use what she calls connection technologies to empower citizens worldwide, Michael. And she used the example of Haitian survivors texting from the rubble as bookends for her speech as to why this technology is so important to citizens worldwide.
Jonathan Mann at the scene of just one such rescue right now. Somebody apparently texting from the rubble. Good to see you, Errol. Thanks for that.